non-existent, no own being, and no doctrinal statement. For about the sameness of Dharma no doctrinal statement is possible. Since outside the sameness of Dharma no Dharma can be apprehended, the sameness of Dharma has transcended all dharmas. The sameness of Dharma is inaccessible to anyone, be they fools or holy men, and it lies outside their range. Subhuti. Does, then, the sameness of Dharma lie outside the range also of the Tathagata? The Lord. It lies outside the range of all holy men, including the Tathagatas. Subhuti. Does, then, the Tathagata not have sovereignty over the range of all dharmas? The Lord. The Tathagata would be a sovereign over the range of all dharmas if the sameness of Dharma were one thing and the Tathagata another. But the dharmic sameness of the common people, and that of the stream winners, too, of the Tathagatas, that is just one single sameness, and in this sameness there is not any difference. Since the sameness of the common people and that of all holy men is just one single sameness, there is no duality in it, so that one could say that this is a common person, too. This is a Tathagata. All these dharmas are not apprehended in sameness. Subhuti. If in the sameness of all dharmas all these dharmas are not apprehended, i.e. that this is a common person, too. This is a Tathagata, then there will be no difference between the common people, too. The Tathagatas. The Lord. So it is, Subhuti, so it is. In the sameness of all dharmas there is no difference between these various kinds of persons. Subhuti. If that is so, wherefrom, then, is there the manifestation in the world of the three treasures, i.e. the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha? The Lord. Is the treasure of the Buddha one thing, the treasure of the Dharma another, the treasure of the Sangha another, and the sameness of Dharma again another? Subhuti. As I understand the meaning of the Lord's teaching, the treasure of the Buddha is not one thing, the treasure of the Dharma another, the treasure of the Sangha another, and the sameness of Dharma another. But the three treasures are just the sameness of Dharma. All these dharmas are not conjoined or disjoined, they are immaterial, undefinable, non-resisting, with one mark only, i.e. no mark. How, then, can the Lord bring about, with regard to these markless dharmas, a distinctive determination between common persons, stream winners, too? Tathagatas. The Lord. So it is, Subhuti, so it is. It is within the range of the Tathagata's power, it is the work of the Tathagata's manly competence, that he brings about a distinctive determination of markless dharmas. What do you think, Subhuti, if the Tathagata had not, after fully knowing the supreme enlightenment, effected a distinctive determination of dharmas, could one then conceive of the hells, too? Of the various kinds of gods, of the applications of mindfulness, too? Of the 18 special Buddha dharmas? Subhuti. No, one could not, O Lord. The Lord. Therefore, then, this is the work of the Tathagata's manly competence that, although he does not swerve from the sameness of Dharma, he nevertheless brings about a distinctive determination of dharmas. Subhuti. It is not so, O Lord, that, as the Tathagata does not swerve from the sameness of Dharma, so also the common people do not swerve from it, and likewise the stream winners, too. The bodhisattvas. The Lord. So it is, Subhuti, so it is. All dharmas do not swerve from the sameness of Dharma, nor do they turn away from it. And why? What is the suchness of the Tathagatas, their non-falseness, that is also the suchness of the foolish common people, the faith followers, too? The bodhisattvas, the great beings. All these dharmas do not transgress against the sameness of Dharma. And why? Because this is just their suchness, and that is no other than the sameness of Dharma. Subhuti. If, O Lord, the sameness of Dharma is the same whether it is of the common people, of the stream winners, of the tathagatas, how is it that these dharmas with distinguishing marks, which differ from one another in their dharmic nature, i.e. form, feeling, the conditioned element and the unconditioned element, have a dharmahood which has one mark only? And how can there be a distinctive determination of dharmas? Whereupon does the bodhisattva base his distinctive determination when, coursing in perfect wisdom, he effects a differentiation between dharmas? For without having effected a differentiation of dharmas, a bodhisattva is not able to course in the perfection of wisdom. How, then, does the bodhisattva, coursing in perfect wisdom, pass on from stage to stage and enter on a bodhisattva's special mode of salvation, which enables him to surpass the level of the disciples and pratyeka Buddhas, and, as a result of that, to fulfill the superknowledges? When he plays with these superknowledges, his perfection of giving, his perfection of meditation becomes fulfilled. He passes on from Buddha field to Buddha field, honors the Buddhas and Lords, and in their presence plants wholesome roots which allow him to mature beings and to acquire a Buddha field. The Lord. As Subhuti has just said, if the sameness of all dharmas is the same for the common people, the tathagatas, it does not seem logical to describe the dharmic sameness of dharmas which have distinguishing marks as having one mark only. What do you think, Subhuti, is the dharmic nature of anything just emptiness, be it form, the tathagata? Subhuti. It is just emptiness, O Lord. The Lord. What do you think, Subhuti, can one in emptiness apprehend dharmas with distinguishing marks, and thus distinguish between the marks of form, the tathagata? Subhuti. No, one cannot, O Lord. The Lord. By this method also one should know that in the dharmic nature of dharmas there are no common people, nor anyone other than a common person, no tathagata nor anyone other than a tathagata. The comprehension of the nondistinction between the conditioned and the unconditioned. Subhuti. Is, then, that dharmahood conditioned or unconditioned? The Lord. It is neither conditioned nor unconditioned. For the unconditioned cannot be got hold of by the exclusion of the conditioned, nor can the conditioned be got hold of by the exclusion of the unconditioned. Both the conditioned element and the unconditioned element are in this way dharmas which are neither conjoined nor disjoined, immaterial, undefinable, non-resisting, with one mark only, i.e. no mark. And when the Tathagata speaks about this, he does so by way of worldly convention and not by way of ultimate reality. For in ultimate reality there is not anything which results from the formative influence of body, voice, or mind, nor can ultimate reality be apprehended as otherwise than the formative influence of body, voice, and mind. The sameness of these conditioned and unconditioned dharmas, that is ultimate reality. It is thus that the bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, does not swerve from ultimate reality and nevertheless does a bodhisattva's work. End chapter 81.